How can I have one like when nobody's watching? I just stop looking at the watch counter thing. Just gotta keep remembering to stop looking at that. It's so annoying. Right. Am I here? There I am. Okay. A picture of you shirtless or live would be better. What? I have no idea what that's reference to. Anyway, mini vlog time. um, well, not much happened today. We went out to the store because we basically didn't have any food left in the house. um, so yeah, I'm slightly poorer because everything has gone up. I know inflation is a thing and everything, but essentially, like everything has gone like crazy expensive. It's like for just a bit of a top up of just the stuff um, for this week at the Tesco's store, it costs like $120. And yeah, the majority of the food is going into me, so it's like that's not cool. And that's only just a top up shop for like emergency supplies because we get our food delivered. We only go to the store in case like stuff is super low on stuff, you know. And we basically run out of everything except for um, wheaty cereals and soup. So it was kind of like a thing of like we get the regular stuff delivered, but we need kind of like fruit and like salad and just snacky foods, you know, all of that stuff. Kind of like is just that's the stuff that disappears the fastest. Oh, we got bread. We've got bread as well. But also we get like I guess like 10, 15, maybe even $20 is basically also on what we call car food. Basically food that we eat in the car and then when we get here. So basically there's a deli counter. They have pre-made sandwiches and sushi and 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 we get a bunch of that stuff as well. And that's supposed to last us the day because like Damon. Well, I'll just tell you what Damon gets and then what I get. Damon gets a couple of sandwiches. You know, he gets like a wrap and maybe two wraps, or maybe like a wrap and a mini sub, and maybe like something else, like a snack as well to go with the meal. Um, and that basically lasts him. It's like he has something when we get home, and then like he'll have the whatever he didn't eat of those things later, and that's basically him done for the day. Whereas I get like six things. I get I get like two wraps. Just trying to remember what I got. Two wraps, a mini sub, a tuna crunch mini sub. Oh, it's so good. Sushi, and basically little tiny packets of chicken. About three of those, and and a sandwich, an actual sandwich as well. And I basically ate all of mine there and then because I was really hungry and I hadn't eaten anything all day, whereas he had eaten something before. So yeah, six just for the car. Well, no, I ate my tuna sub in the car and one of the packets of chicken, and then basically like they're called refrigerators, the little packets of chicken. They're meant for like a quick protein snack kind of thing, and they're really yummy because they are like literally roast chicken, just in little tiny bite-sized chunks, and they're so good. And then I ate the rest of it after we put all the shopping away, and yeah, kind of was surprised because normally after eating that stuff, I feel nice and full and kind of like stuffed and just really satisfied. Whereas this time, I just kind of felt a little bit full. So yeah, I'm feeling really guilty right now. Anyway, we did the shopping. It was expensive. It's really annoying because we're getting food delivered not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow. So yeah, but we ran out of food. So yeah, we had to go shopping. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit guilty watching from the pool. What? You have a pool? So I just made myself feel better. I don't know if anybody can like anybody else does this. Um, Apparently, is kind of like a cool cognitive technique and stuff, where basically if you have a memory, if you basically are in a completely tranquil situation, um, or like in a really in the moment, if you're living in the moment, say for example you're in Las Vegas, you're in the pool, and basically like you're you kind of are you're nice and warm. You're not hot, you're not too hot, but you're in the water, you're kind of floating in the water, and uh like you can hear burly bears just murmuring, sweet scents are in the air, and chlorine because Paul, and just the general, all of the feelings and everything like that. I don't know if anybody else like does this. Well, I know it's a technique, but basically like if you can kind of record that moment in your head. You can record it. You can kind of like record all of that moment, like everything in that moment, everything, all of your senses. You can kind of like flash record all of that, like minutes at a time. I don't know. I think you can do it for like longer, a lot longer, but I'm not really practiced in that. But no, people who meditate and stuff sometimes use like memories that they flash, kind of like recorded in their head, of these tranquil moments for their meditation and stuff. And it's like it's almost like an out of body experience. And I could kind of do that whenever I'm feeling kind of like just really bummed or something. I can kind of do that. I am in the pool, like right now. I can do that and focus on speaking. Oh, it's so nice. It's so good. So yeah, super nice. Hotel pool. Yeah, Roscoe, I don't know if you know this, but like most of us, just well me, like we get one vacation, like one proper vacation, um where we're at a hotel with a pool, and with like a yeah, with like at some place new and stuff. We basically get one a year if we're lucky. Um, so yeah. It's a thing. Hotel pool. Yeah. Tranquil situation. Time to remember my times at the arcade. Yeah, it could be anywhere. It could be. I'm just using an example from my life and the one that I do the most. And it's like, well, that's the one I do the most recently. You know, I do have a one saved, like it saved slots in my brain. I do have one saved from like the previous, the time before that Vegas trip. So yeah, and that's quite nice. Mainly because there was a lot more space around the pool. I'm pretty convinced that the pools were the exact same size. It's just that one was a big rectangle, and the other one was a kind of weird splat shape. So yeah. Anyway, so good. I'm not even on vacation. I'm visiting my college. Well, still, you're at a hotel with a pool. A lot of people don't have that. Octopus shaped. It was just a big splat shape. They're all big splat shape by default. You know, they don't really have like a uniform shape, or they're like big ovals. Either way, yeah. I like the pools at Vegas. I like both of those. Both of those pools were pretty good. I was enjoying both of those. So yeah. Because the hotel had two pools, and I didn't get to go in the main one that often, mainly because the event pool was a bath. It was like it was warm, and all of my friends were there, you know. So it was kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna go with that one instead. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm feeling guilty because I killed a large, nice spider completely by accident, and I feel really bad about it. I don't know why I still feel bad about it. I mean, I do. It's because I like spiders. I like the spiders. So spider news, spider news. The spiders in here have been kind of tranquil. Hopefully, it's not because I killed. They know that I killed one of them. But yeah, it was big. It was a big house spider. It was like this big. It was quite large. It was quite big. Um, but what happened was we've got kind of like a farmhouse door to the back of the house, so it opens up. You know, it opens up like one section can open up, and then another section you can, yeah, you know what I mean. It's a farmhouse door. It's cut in half, and basically, which is awesome. Like I never had one of those. So when I moved in here the first time, it was kind of like it was super novelty, and I just had it open whenever I wanted, all the time. So yeah. Anyway, I was shutting the door in here, and then the door to the office because it was quite warm today. So basically, I was when the sun went down, I shut this door, shut the shed door, and then I shut I shut the top of the kitchen door in our house. I didn't know it then, but I'd murdered the spider when that happened. Because it was on the door, but I didn't see it. So when the door shut, it kind of crushed its body. So it died instantly. Hopefully, it crushed its body against the door frame. So now we got the dead spiders in our kitchen on the floor because I had my hands full when I noticed it was dead. So annoying. I feel really bad about it. I feel so bad about it. I don't know why. I don't know why I feel bad. I don't know why I feel this bad about it. I think it's because basically I'm resisting being in depression. So it's kind of like, my brain is just kind of ramping up. Anything bad that's happening is kind of like, it's like making me feel super sad. So yeah, great. But yeah, I didn't notice it was dead until basically I came back out here to do research and work and stuff. I'll get onto the work in a second. I will, I promise. But yeah, I opened the whole door, and of course, it was on the door, like big dead spider. All its legs were kind of like inverted and kind of like sticky out because it was dead. It died, like I said, it died instantly, and its legs were clear of the door. So anyway, it was kind of like, well, I can't get out the door because I'm a big dude. I'm quite bored, and I kind of brush the door when I walk through it, especially if I've got lots of things under my arm. Because I had to refill my Pepsi Max, so that was there, and also my drawing pad was there, and also my two phones, my phone and my TV was there. So it was kind of like, yeah. I just got I got the broom, and I just went down the thing, and it kind of just went dink, and it's now laying on our kitchen floor. Hopefully that won't scare Damon. But I came out here and I just got on with stuff and felt really bad about it, and I still feel really bad about it. I had an itchy back. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, apart from that, there's not really much news. I already said to you guys that my tickets are booked for the Orkney Islands, whatever. So happy about that. My ticket's booked. Oh, that's better. Oh. So awesome. Trying to think. I'm trying to feel good about that, and also like every now and again going to my happy place in my head. Ooh, ooh. Something that has come up is that gainer camp or fat camp or thin camp, whatever you want to call it. Somebody actually suggested to me cheat day. Basically, there are events all across America happening all the fucking time. The most famous one being like Claw or something, where basically campsites in the United States are a lot different from campsites in the UK. In the UK, they are incredibly heavily controlled. Like whoever owns that land or that campsite and stuff, they control the shit out of them. They basically say it's like, right, you can have no naughtiness, no crazy events going on, because they cost extra. So you can't have like a wedding or something. No stag parties, no hen nights, no no nudity. Things like this, just things like this happen in campsites across the UK, across the United Kingdom. In America, it's a lot more free. There's a lot more random shit that you can do in campsites and stuff. I only know this because I know a couple of bikers that go to campsites all the time in the United States, and I know a couple. Well, I know a few bears that go to the little the bear run camp. bear bear run, not bears running it. It's called bear runs. You know, the bear events that happen across America. A lot of them happen in campsites and are basically camp themed and all that stuff. Um, and they're kind of awesome. But yeah, one of my friends, when I floated him this idea, he was like, "That just sounds like a bear event. It just sounds like a bear event. That's not anything different. I mean, you can run a bear event if you wanted to in America at any campsite. Um, they're kind of, you know, they do have like specifically adult campsites and stuff like that, adult only campsites and stuff like that, and that's usually where these events take place. Um, so yeah, but it's kind of already being done because bear events by their very nature are kind of sort of already gainer events. um, I do have a friend who goes to Tidal Wave in Florida every year, and he basically said, "Yeah, they're just chubby chaser events. They're bear events, yeah, but they're mainly chubby chaser events." And it's like, why does they I think they even said like, why does Bigger Vegas even exist? It's just another bear event because they're all like that apparently, except for like the specific leather events. The specific leather events are more about like the muscle bears and the bikers and stuff like that. But yeah. Um. Anyway, I like this idea still. I was pursuing a kind of like a UK based uh, kind of biker bear event kind of thing, kind of basically the UK version of Smoke Out, but I never really went anywhere with it because when I actually had the money to do it, um, the partner that my coordinator, my co-host, who I do the cigar social with in Manchester, he basically his interest in it kind of fizzled out, and and also I couldn't find a good campsite that would actually allow kind of like a just a fetish-y kind of event. It was like, ugh, whatever, because we need gainer events everywhere. Well, the problem is that like I can't set up gainer events everywhere all the time. Even Grommer doesn't do this well. Even Grommer kind of sucks. Their Gromoffs are incredibly controlled, incredibly kind of like painful. I mean, I set up a few, and I always got like a couple of guys that were from Grommer that were just there, not ready to have fun, sort of to have fun, but mostly because they were just checking up that the event was okay, and they never stopped doing this. So I stopped doing events for them because, yeah, Grommer events are kind of like Bigger Vegas fills the hole. It's just that it's very formal. It's expensive. You know, I kind of feel like a good this is the reason why bear events kind of happen at campsites and stuff because they're inexpensive to pull off. Um, if you look at the ticket price for things like Bigger Vegas, Smoke Out, Tidal Wave, all that stuff, then it's like it's kind of expensive, but it's not as expensive as all of the campsite run stuff. You know, some of those events are free. Some of them are free. You know, like I would have like a special like if I was to set up like if I knew that it was going to be successful from the get go, then when I set it up and I was going to be in America, then when I set it up, I would basically make it make it in a good campsite and make it kind of like tiered. So essentially, you have people that you don't have to pay for the event; you just have to be at the campsite. Um, and but you also have like kind of like almost gold pass kind of people, VIP, like the VIP sections and stuff, and they get things like goodie bags and stuff. Maybe I don't know, and like free entry to things just outside of the campsite and all that stuff, because they would have paid for like extra stuff because they want to support the event. Because I would need to, in order to keep this running, I would need to actually make some money out of it so that I can actually invest in this event, like in future events and stuff. Because like hiring out half of a campsite is going to be not cheap. So yeah. um, but like I said, that's if I knew that the event was going to happen and it was going to be successful from the get go. The problem with the planning that I did in here in the UK is that although I could afford to get like a campsite and actually have like stuff there, I'd need to pay for stuff. I'd need to pay for things like extra electricity, extra extra facilities, like have more porta potties on and stuff. For the people that aren't in just giant RVs and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, yeah, it was just kind of not going to happen unless I knew that the event was going to be a success, which it looked like it could be. It could still happen, but yeah. So UK based stuff probably not going to work. America, it could work. It could work quite well. If not just a small gathering, it could be it could generate some steam, and we could make it like a twice a year thing, and it would be great. Heading into the water, gonna be back texting in 5 minutes, dude. Whenever you can, it's fine. Depends on the area. Well, of course, but I mean, if you look at the turnout for the events, I don't know where they are. God damn it, I don't know where they are off the top of my head. But things like Claw or the BB barbecue and stuff like that, the Big Bear barbecue and stuff like that. And the Texas basically, there's one in Texas. They hire out a ranch. They basically hire out half of ranch, and they have it there. And it's like apparently it's that one's really good because you get cabins and stuff. It's not really camping, but whatever. But you have like all of these events, and they have great turnout. They do really well. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's just kind of annoying because I want to set up one of these events specifically for kind of like bigger Vegas, but camping. And yeah, it's a thing. It's just a thing. I don't know how successful this would be. I'd need to be in America to actually set it up. And yeah, it's just like it's annoying. Life bullshit is in the way, which means that this can't happen yet. So yeah, I mean, just it's kind of like I want to do this thing. I can't do this thing yet, and that bums me out. What I need is a rich bear friend who is willing to basically put up all the capital and set up some of it for me, all the stuff that I can't do online and stuff. and then I can jump over there to America, and basically not actually, I mean like with a plane and stuff, not actually jump to America, and then set it all up myself, and that would be great. But all the rich friends I have, they are kind of busy with their own life shit. That's fine. I mean, there's a reason why they're rich, so yeah. It's a thing. Why are you saying Roscoe? He's not rich. There's like, I don't know how. I don't know how his. I still don't really know much about Roscoe, to be honest. I don't know how his like money works, and it's kind of like impolite to ask. It's impolite to ask such questions. But yeah, and I wouldn't do that anyway. So yeah, basically, all of this came from the realization that um, basically an ex in law. What is that called? What is that called? My ex's husband basically has to go to a fat farm. They have to go to a rehabilitation clinic for people with eating disorders. It's a fat farm, but they can't call them fat farms anymore in today's culture for some reason. This is so really annoying. But anyway, he has to go to one of those, and I was kind of thinking, it's like, is there such a place? Like, I know there is in like in fiction, but yeah. And that's how this idea came about. It's kind of like, is there a place that is like this that is not fiction? Because then that would be cool. In the past, I do want to point this out. In the past, I do know that there were clinics for the very wealthy. I'm talking like in like in the 1900s up to the 1920s, even up to the 1930s. There were basically like these clinics, where, and they were quite popular, where you could go if you think you have a addiction or a compulsion, or basically like if you've got a minor mental disorder and you are very rich, then you can basically check into one of these places and they will help you with your problem. And I do remember there actually being a thing where like very portly men and women that were rich basically went into these places for their eating disorder. And do you know what the treatment was? And I love this because I would totally abuse the fuck out of this system. They would basically do immersion treatment. So if you went in there and you had a drinking problem, then they would continue to give you alcoholic drinks, until you were sick of it, until you were just sick of it. So you went there for 2 weeks, every single day you got smashed off your ass, and then basically like you would kind of get sick of it and you would be cured, because you're like, I don't want to drink anymore. It's just I'm sick all the fucking time, and yeah. But very portly men, like men and women who like they had a food addiction, or whatever. They basically would go into these places and they would get served a lot of food all the time. The idea being that they would be sick of it, and then kind of just they would stop eating for long periods of time after they've just binged eat, basically. And it's kind of like, yeah, I would abuse the crap out of this system. It just sounds awesome, but bad at the same time, I guess. But yeah, it's just, oh my god, there was a TV. This is actually on a TV show. This is actually on a TV show. There used to be a TV show with Stephen Fry and Hugh Laurie called Jeeves and Wooster. Jeeves and Wooster. And I swear they went to one of these clinics, and there was a big fat guy who basically was kind of eating, and they explained all of this to him. Like the people at the front desk explained all of this to him. It was either in Jeeves and Wooster, or it was in a Poirot episode or something. But I swear to God, these places existed, and it was like, it just sounds so. It sounds batshit crazy, but if you look it up and you can actually find them. They were super popular, especially in the in the 1910s and the 1920s, and it was kind of like that they were everywhere, and they were mostly for the wealthy, but it was still kind of like weirdly crazy that this is a thing. It's like alcoholics would go to rehab to basically be force-fed alcohol every day until they were drunk, and then they were not given alcohol anymore, so that they would experience the hangover effects a lot, and they would be given tons of food all the time, so they would just get sick of the food, so that they could just it's like, what the fuck? This doesn't seem like a proper thing that could help. And to be honest, when I was looking this up, the success rate of all of the other stuff was quite high. All the other addictions and all the other compulsions and like neurological conditions that other people had, the success rate of basically the rehab worked on alcoholics. It worked on like sex maniac and hysterical women and all that stuff, all the craziness from that era and stuff like that. It worked for all of those, but eating disorders, it didn't seem to work for. Everybody was still super fat when they went in there, and when they came out, they didn't actually. It never helped. It did seem to be kind of a thing of like, if you just want a break and you want lots of yummy food, then you would check in to this place, and they would just give you lots of yummy food. So yeah. I didn't read a bunch of chat. I'm sorry. I was just like telling you about this place, but yeah, I love this place. It'll be cool. Jeeves and Wooster. I've got to watch that again. I need to find it on a streaming service though, because I've got all the DVDs, but I don't really want to watch all the DVDs. That sounds deadly. What? I got sick of eating, but then I kept on eating. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's I never forced myself to eat something. Well, I have done in the past, but I've never. I never now force myself to eat something that I really don't want to eat, or that I've just had like too much of it or something, because it can ruin you. It can actually ruin you on that particular food. It can. It's like the whole meat thing. It's like I ate a lot of meat, I had food poisoning, and now I can't eat a lot of meat in one go anymore. And that's fine, but it's kind of ruined like burger challenges and things for me. I know it's a psychosomatic response, but there was a very, very tiny what we call them face flies, but they're just fruit flies. They're just really tiny fruit flies. Even tiny moths. Has anyone had this? Do you get those in America? Tiny moths that kind of just do the circle thing. They just go in quick circles, usually in front of your face, and then they just kind of like disappear. But it makes it seem, when they disappear, you kind of like, where the fuck did they go? They're flying in circles somewhere else. But they feel like they're on your face or something because you don't know where they've gone. You didn't see where they landed. So it's like they must be on their face. So now I've got a weird psychosomatic response that they're just on my face. So that's fun. Anyway. Yeah, what sounds deadly? I got sick of eating, but I kept on eating. I already read that. My mom and dad wanted me to lose. My only made me want to gain. Okay. Yeah, I don't really externalize, on what people want of me. It's more like of what I want of myself. It's just it's more healthy that way. I work out till I got paid, and then spent all the workout money on food. That's nice. Did you get your results from your blood test and stuff? Just out of curiosity. You don't have to tell me in public if it's like sensitive information. I get it. Right. Yeah. Right. I've got like a job to do, and I've been researching this for a couple of days. But basically, somebody wants me to do a. Let me read the brief. Apparently, it's for a kennel club. A logo, please, for my kennel club. And the logo is based off of the Gwilgy, the Gwilgy, or Gwilgy. And if you basically don't know what that is, it's a Welsh folklore animal thing. It's basically just a giant black wolf with red eyes. That's all it is. So they wanted this incorporated into the logo somehow. And I went in a different direction because this is from a particular part of like ancient Welsh folklore. I went with runes instead, completely the opposite direction. So I've been researching runes. So that's fun. This is paid work. This is what I usually do. So I've just been like researching runes, and these are all the different runes and stuff. And I was going to see if I can incorporate any of these runic symbols, into the actual design. And I'm kind of liking the Welsh. I'm really liking the Welsh. Like I can make that into that's the Welsh rune for G. So it's the beginning of the name of the company that they want the logo for. So that's easy to reproduce. It's simple, and it can be done. I can turn that into an eye, and make it red, and make the background slightly darker and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean that's the leading example that I've got to do first, or that I want to do first. It's really itchy suddenly. I hope I haven't been bitten. But yeah. By the way, the Viking runes, they actually have a runic symbol for a wolf, and I was like, it can't be this. It can't be that simple, but it is. And that's this thing. It's just the word wolf spelt out in runes, and they just combine all the runes together. So if I wanted to add kind of like a darker theme to this rune, all I have to do is add either the death rune or the shadow rune, and then basically like inside this. And I was going to just do examples on that while I was talking to you right now. That's what I was going to do right now. So yeah, there's a generic wolf rune. Like there's a specific rune that symbolizes wolves just in general, and that's this one. And then there's a Viking spell that you can basically put on things. If you see runes that look like this, then they're not really runes. What they are is basically a combination of special symbols, not runes, but actual special symbols that basically like witches and stuff would use on things. And apparently they cast spells and stuff. I don't know. I mean that's a bit stupid, in my opinion. You know, actual witches and actual wizards that think they can control the universe by casting spells and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but the Wiccan religion, you're kind of dumb if you believe that like that stuff. I'm okay with like energy, you know, people thinking that everything's connected via energy and stuff like that. And basically like you can almost sense the energy and stuff like that. I can kind of feel that. I get that. But if you actually believe when you cast a spell that it's actually going to do anything, then I'm sorry, but you are Fruity Loops. What do you mind the depth of research and drawing? Well, when I'm actually like paid commission work and stuff like that, I mean, I do my stuff. Plus, I knew a bunch of rune stuff anyway. So yeah, medieval runes are dumb. They're just dumb. Just want to point that out. They're pretty, but they're just dumb. And to be honest, like the Welsh ones are kind of dumb because they're flowy. They're very flowy and floaty and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, there are such things called tree runes or like druid runes. And they basically are. That's what this is. And what they are is basically a line, and then however many lines are through it, that represents a letter. It's basically the tallying up. But yeah, it's kind of. I mean, that's kind of dumb. It's it's super simplified, but it still sounds and feels kind of dumb. But yeah, they're called tree runes because you can actually line them up and make them look like trees. I learned about those ages ago, and I forgot about it completely. And then because it's useless information, nobody uses tree runes. They don't look as cool, you know. So yeah. The therapy place kept giving you stuff until you're sick of it. Oh, is that what you're saying? That sounds deadly? Well, again, it was for very specific things, but yeah, eventually you'd be sick of it. But yeah, so I'm just going to do that now. I've got to recreate this, the wolf rune, and I just want to see what it looks like if I add the death rune and the shadow rune into this combination. See if it looks cool. But that means first I have to recreate this rune, which is a very specific pattern. And I hate that. I hate having to copy things over and over again. So how's everybody been? You're fully back to reality, are you, Panafox? Has everybody been good? Oh, I'm not wearing my glasses. I was like, why is this slightly fuzzy? Idiot. This is only research. Just to see how things look. I do like the wolf room, but I've already seen. I've seen this. I've seen this in tattoos on people, and it's like I never really understood what it meant, and it's just the word wolf, and it's like, fuck's sake. Yes, and I hate it. Yeah, it's not cool. Yeah. Okay, so incorporating the death rune. So I've recreated it right next to it. Recreation. So I'm going to try to incorporate the death and the shadow into it, because this creature is basically a well, it's a mythical creature. It's supposed to be a death. Death is basically like that rune can represent everything from like death or darkness and stuff. So I basically is like, so that's black because it's a black wolf. So that represents like the color black, and also shadow can also do the same thing, you know. But it's a deadly mythical creature. So I just wanted to incorporate that and see how it looks into the wolf room, because then it makes sense. Got good trying to figure out what creative thing I'm going to do over summer. I mean, go for a bunch of them. Why do you have to pick one thing? That looks okay. And I've got to do the shadow, so that's a line going through the top. There you go. It does look a bit busy, if I'm honest. The wolf rune, it doesn't look super busy because it's only a 4-letter word, but this is actually incorporating symbolism. Black wolf, huh? Well, it's a black wolf, you know, unlike a grey wolf or a white wolf. It's a black one with red eyes, glowy red eyes. So yeah, it looks a bit busy. I'm not super happy with it, but that would be its runic symbol if it was not a Welsh one. But yeah. Yeah, medieval runes, they look like that. So this is the G on this is mostly the G on all of these different kind of runes. This is this G. Um, that's also the hunting rune as well, for the hunter or the hunting and all that stuff. But that's the Anglo-Saxon runes, and they just added a weird square thing in the middle. and that's G medieval runes. They're dumb. They're weird. But yeah, the Welsh runes are kind of they're just letters. Dumb. Mainly one thing, because you did the Wars Club. Yeah, that was fun. If basically people suggest like a city, I would gladly try to find a building in that city that is of the era, and I will try to make it so that it kind of fits into the Wars Club. But yeah, nobody has yet. They basically, because I really enjoyed doing the maps, doing the floor plans for like the Wars Palace and the Wars Clubhouse. You know, I really enjoyed that for the London Wars Clubhouse and the yeah. But nobody cares. But yeah, that looks a bit too busy. I'm not such a yeah. And the palace, and I want to have something I build that big over time. Well, I mean, can't you just finish the Wars Club? Can't you just keep going with the Wars Club stuff? That wolf sounds hot. Look it up. It's called. Let me just recheck. It's called the GWYLLGI. That's the name of the actual creature. So if you Google search that, you can find pictures of it because I've done that. It's basically a large black wolf with glowing red eyes. Um, so yeah. So what I'm thinking Am I back? Did it work? Come on. Button press. My internet died for a second. Here we go. Stream froze. There goes for me. In-link voice. Gee, it sure is boring around here. What? Are you back in the? Are you on this? No. It's fine. Okay. My Discord just turned back on, so that's cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to turn the Welsh Druid, the Welsh alphabet, the Welsh rune, into an I. In Link voice, does Link have a voice other than just screaming at shit? I mean, could it be this simple? But the like inside of the eye would be like red. It's just this symbol, like in a kind of woven eye shape. Can I actually look up an eye, like a wolf eye? That's pretty cool. It's literally just it's just I squished it into, yeah, into the right pattern. I just I don't think you can tell that that's a wolf eye. You really want to do a group project? I've still got a bunch of drawings to do in this sketchbook. Um, before I start like doing like new projects that way. If you want designs like floor plans for stuff, then I can do those in the other book. But I've got a bunch of stuff to do. Like I've got tons of things to do. Um, yeah, just tiny scale. I tried to I tried to add color to the eye, but then I ended up just doing a detail eye instead. Whatever. You can't really see it on here. I already have been having ideas to make a fictional one. A fictional what? A fictional what? That's my whole idea. That was my whole idea for this. That's all I've got so far. I looked up all the runes. I've got like a runic symbol idea, and I've got like yeah, but that's all I've got in this big open space in the middle of this page. It's kind of just that one thing and the combination thing, which I don't think looks good, but he might like it. He might like it. So that's all I've got for this idea. Everything else just seems kind of like generic, um, and has been thought of before. If you look up wolf like um, symbols, wolf logos for companies and stuff, um, all of them have been done. All the ideas have been done. This computer, my computer is Omen. It's a HP Omen, and they've got like a really cool design. It's a square turned on its side, with a dog pattern in it, and it kind of looks like the Omen dog. It looks like this animal. The English version of this animal is like a hellhound. So yeah. Do you not read the first half of the sentence? Well, I didn't know if you meant just a fictional idea. It just that seems like an unfair criticism, dude. Um, what do you mean a fictional one? A fictional smokeout. What do you mean? I just like this concept doesn't happen because there's one in reality. you know, the one in reality is pretty cool. So yeah, the strip bondage thing was hilarious. I wish I could have stayed in that room, but I couldn't because I was feeling really weird that day. My whole trip was kind of weird. I was having kind of like a weird heart murmur, not really palpitations, but a weird heart thing happened to me on like the second day. I felt very kind of like I was shivering for no reason. That never has happened to me before. It's like it's weird. The Wars Club is basically a fictional gentleman's club, right? Well, it's yeah, like it never actually existed, but there were lots of these clubs in England and America. In America, they usually revolved around a sport or a particular gentleman's club. You know, so yeah. Like there's been a group in the UK um, called the Handlebar Club, and it's the Handlebar Mustache Club, and it's basically for it's a mustache club. That's all it is. It's a club, um, and they don't really have like a headquarters, but they have like weekly and monthly meetings and stuff in London. But they've got a whole thing. They have whole events. They have like yeah, it's a whole thing. So yeah. And that's what fat men's clubs were like. They usually had like a clubhouse, but it was usually like a section of existing gentlemen's clubs. You know, it wasn't a whole thing. Anyway, but yeah, I basically had this idea of a club that you joined in your oh, right. Okay. Again, I don't know why you don't just continue with the Wars Club stuff if that's not finished, you know? Because you did say that it was something to do with like you're scared of changing it or something, and it's like, well, you don't have to, you know, that could be a version of it even. You don't have to touch on the original idea. You can just update have an updated version of it or have a whole different version of it. It's all up to you. It's your imagination. I wish I could draw it, but map making is not my draw what? You don't have to do the maps anymore because the maps for the Wars Club Palace and the Wars Club House in London have been done, so that's cool. I'm still really proud of those. I'm very happy with those. And I thought you said that map making was your strong suit. I don't continue the Wars Club stuff because it's not my truly. It's not truly my own. Okay, and yet you want to make a new club project that won't be truly your own. Are you going to discard that one just as quickly? Because this is the first time I'm hearing that you're just not doing the Wars Club stuff. I thought that you were basically working on that in the background. But yeah. I got to keep refreshing the memory in my head of what we're doing for the leather/rubber week video. I am waiting for it to be not super hot outside, and then I'm going to go walk over to the river and just shoot a bit of film. But I'd like more information of what I would be doing besides just being in a leather waistcoat and a shirt. I'm going to be wearing a t-shirt underneath it. It's not just going to be the leather waistcoat. I would wear more or less. It's just that if I wear any less, then people who are walking their dogs and stuff will kind of be a bit weirded out by that. I think maybe I don't know. There's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to hide. People on the road will be able to see me. Um, they'll have to get their binoculars out because I can walk pretty far up the river. But it's on a raised embankment in the middle of a flat field. you know, a flat plane of view. There was nothing around here. So yeah, it's kind of like a thing. I'll see what I can film. I'll see what I can film. I make the outside maps like towns. I can't draw the insides of buildings. Again, I've seen it. I've seen you do it. You can't fool me. I've seen you do it digitally as well. You know, I've seen you do it with the map maker thing. So yeah, you know, the placement of stuff thing. So yeah. Panda Fox, I don't know where that came from. Like I said, ever since I got back from Manchester, I've just been randomly gassy. So yeah. So I'm just trying to think of other ways to do this that aren't, again, shit and generic. Did you type that on Discord and not on here? Or were you always meaning to type it on Discord? I don't know. Because I can't read. I didn't read that in time. I'm kind of okay with just this design. that's the problem. When you do, like, when your first proper design attempt works too well, is that it kind of like fucks up your whole system. Like when I used to do tattoo designs, I found it very hard to draw more when basically they asked me for a tattoo design, and I basically think that I've drawn exactly what they wanted, and it's like other designs that I'm supposed to fill the page with, they just don't, you know, they just don't feel right. It doesn't feel right to continue because I feel like I've nailed it the first time, and yeah, I might just send that to him. I don't know. Who is Legend? For the Death Room? The Death Room? What? Yeah, who is Legend? I'm just gonna do that. Ooh, ooh. Can you do that? Can I do that on my phone? Where did I put the pad before? Can I invert colors on my phone? Maybe in edit on your phone. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now. I'm messing with it. See if I can do it. I don't think you can. That would be really, really helpful, though. If I could do that, that would be super helpful. So, of course, I can't do that because that's, yeah, it's complicated. Why am I tilting? Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying my bestest. Okay, saturation, tint, temperature. No. Is it? Is there a filter? Is there a filter? What is it called? Invert colors. Invert colors. Oh, you can't. That's not gonna work. Damn it. It won't let me do it. I'm gonna have to put it on the computer and then like invert it to make it look good. Like, oh my god. What's the reverse? What is the reverse inversed of red? Is it blue? You think it's blue? Okay. Well, it's just that I'm gonna try to try to do as much in camera effect as possible. Oh, is it blue or is it kind of like that weird aqua color? Whatever. It's just that I know this would look really good if it was inverted, if the colors were inverted. But I can't test it. It's really annoying. Coming up. It says the invert color of red is green. Yeah, I'm doing it on the computer. I'm just doing it on the computer. Okay, so what I got to do is plug this into the computer. Beep. Looking at a bright white screen for a little while is just wow, it kills my eyes. Okay. Gotta wait for it to load all the stupid pictures and stuff. Has anyone watched the videos yet? Has anyone watched the videos that I did? Because I did a couple of videos and I uploaded them and stuff. Everybody liked the videos. If anyone saw them. If you haven't seen them, don't worry about it. Where do the spiders go in my office? It's okay. I mean, Ed has. So I know Ed cares. Only Ed. Dude. You're getting pissed off drawing chairs? Okay. It's a chair. I can draw one in the air. Done. We have fun. We have fun. Okay. So I've got them on the computer. Okay, so I go here. I could do this in fucking MS Paint. Oh, white screen. Why? Why does the color palette on the background of this window not change? Oh, Jesus. I've got some kind of like Nintendo Wii music playing in my head. You know how chairs work? Oh, from bird's eye view? It depends on the kind of chair. It does depend on the kind of chair. Am I just being dumb? Oh, right, no. Oh my god, that does look awesome. Zoom out. okay. It's going to look really tacky. It looks kind of awesome. So I want to make this section, the eye bit, I want that to be red as possible, as red as possible. Yeah, I've got Nintendo music playing in my head. Nintendo Wii. I've got Nintendo Wii music playing in my head. That's going to be annoying. Yeah, inverted, it looks awesome. I kind of want the inverted look, and I want it, like I said, I'm just trying to get kind of like, MS Paint is terrible. It's got a maximum size. Fuck of the brush. God damn it. Okay. I like the lighting constructing guttural noises so far. Oh, you're watching it now. Okay. You didn't have to. But yeah, that's one of the long ones. You didn't have to watch it. Can I select an area and then change the colors manually like that? Would that work? They are pint cans, so that's just 2 pints. It's only 2 pints of beer. Right, I've got an area selected. Can I? No. What are the options? Resize, invert color. it's a lot spookier. So I can invert the color, but I gotta figure out what watercolor markers can make a night sky. Like, you want to go for dark blues and navy colors, you know? It looks creepy when I just selected the eye part. It looks really creepy. I've selected the eye part, inverted the color again, and then I want to make that red. You know, I want like a color edit selection thing. But it's not letting me. It's not letting me change it. Yeah, but it needs to be red. How do I do that? I feel like I've gone through all of the fucking options. I don't really have any more options. I don't want to run it through the drawing program on here, because if I do that, then I'll lose my last saved thing. I know that sounds stupid, but yeah. I think I know how I can do that, but it will change the color of all of the whites on here as well, which will suck. Because I really like the contrast of the blue, and then if it's red, I can see already how that would look. It would look kind of awesome. Stupid technology not being able to do what I want it to do. Can I edit the Does it have a properties section? No. It just says invert color. I can resize. I can flip it. I can rotate it. Invert selection. Oh, that means it'll select the entire picture. I think I know a very roundabout way of doing this. I hate that I yeah, right then. Invert selection. Oh, I hope this works. Cut. Okay, and then I go to the file itself. I go to edit. This is where it's going to be annoying, like really annoying. So I open the file. I edit the file. Just on Windows, image viewer thing. Go to adjustments. Go to color. So up the warmth. And the tint. Oh, it just looks. Up the saturation. Oh, you lose a lot of detail. That's the problem. It looks very red. It looks super red. Oof. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, save a copy. Save. Save a copy. I'm hoping this is gonna work. See how much work I do. Okay, so I've got a copy of this. It's super red. It's so red, you guys. It's so red. So my hope is that I've inverted the selection on the paint document, and then I've cut around the eye. Hopefully, when I paste, it will have it overimposed over the cutout part. Nice and pixely. Shut up. It will look good, okay? It will look good. I hope it will look good. It better look good. I'm going to be bummed out if it doesn't look good. Okay, file open. Do you know what happened? Oh, can you tell? Can you tell what happened? I was hoping that there'd be a cutout, and then it didn't cut it out. Oh boy, he inverted the selection though. I mean, I could just simply just fill this space with red. that doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look neat. Is there a select? No. Okay, I think I know how to do this. I just tested it in my brain. I'm gonna have to retrace around. It's just that if it doesn't come out exactly right, it's gonna look dumb. It's gonna look so lame. Yeah, thanks. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Okay. I think my computer just had a seizure. It doesn't know what's going on. Okay, open up the red one. No, I want to. Right, I know what I'm doing wrong. Okay. You're working the poor thing too hard. Well, it's not. It's not so much that. It's just kind of. Yeah. Okay. Stop it. Okay. I really wish I had my stupid stylus and stuff. Stylus. Really? It's not giving me a preview. Okay. Okay, whatever. I promise this will get less boring in just a second because I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna leave. I'm giving up after this bit. I'm giving up. The problem is, um, what if I? It does look really pixely, doesn't it? When it's like that, that's crazy. It's the same picture, but it's just one's blue and one's not blue. Weird. But what if I invert the colors? Okay. No. It's really bright. I'll do that. Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna have to just try to nail the shape perfectly with a mouse. That is almost perfect. That's so annoying. So annoying. Oh, there's too much white space around it. Um, the eye of the red did look good. It's looking good. I'm just I'm adding some a couple of tiny touches. Right. I'm going to post it to Discord, but you know, I reshaped it to match the right um, proportions and size and stuff, and I've added a couple of white specks so that the reflection really sells the reflection on it a little bit more. I know I don't have to do that, but I wanted to. Um, the rest of the texture looks pretty good. Like, obviously, the final finished product would look way better, but it's just like for an early concept, I'm pretty sure that I like that. I'm going to save it. I am going to save it. Okay. Right. Well, that's saved. That was a pain in the butt. I'm uploading it to Discord now, so you can have a quick look at it and compliment me. Compliment me on my editing skills. I don't know what that is. Gonna try to do some indoor layouts. Copied Foghog Ranch. Oh, is that the Fun Hog Ranch? Oh! I mean, yeah, kind of. That looks right. He's not watching this anymore. Why am I doing that? Why am I talking? Anyway. Why am I talking as if he's here? You know? Right. I'll upload the 3. Beep. Beep. There you go. Oh, okay. So the initial sketch is like primary, and then the remastered. Yeah. Super lame. So yeah, if you want to check out what I just did in high definition, instead of being just on the computer, you can check it out on Discord. And if you're my client, then you can check it out almost now. Oops. So I opened up Grommer by mistake. I meant Facebook. Facebook. And then I'm gonna go. That's creepy. So I open up Facebook and it's got the friends tab immediately open and like friend requests and stuff, and immediately. The thing I've been drawing. Almost. Anyway. Yeah, I'll send him his. I can send him all the things I've done on the computer. Okay. I swear my computer just made a weird noise. You should friend it. Well, no, it's friend requests. So yeah. Well, G come up as an I. Yep, I've already got. So I said in the description of what I just did. So yeah. Anyway, cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. And now I've got like Facebook and Grommer screaming at me. Awesome. Right. Anything anybody want to say to me or ask me before I go? I am going to continue with this project like later, obviously. Once I hear his thoughts on it, because he might just say like, I want a more generic kind of like wolf logo, and I'll be like, okay. I just thought this was cool because it incorporated the logo, you know, the Welsh alphabet, the Welsh kind of like um, runic alphabet system with your actual animal that you have named your company after. So yeah, great work today. This is it. I literally have just been doing just this. This is like been the all day project. You know, I got the information to do this yesterday, and basically I've been I went shopping and then I did this, and it's amounted to one sketch. I hate that. I hate it when it amounts to just one fucking sketch. Oh, it's so annoying. But this is my work. This is what I do. I basically just like fuck around with sketches and things until they come out right. So yeah, I will be doing more like berry stuff and more furry stuff and all that stuff um, when I can. But it's just not been practical recently. I've been having to deal with real life shit. It's so annoying. One is better than none. Yeah, I know, but I feel bad. Plus now I've got Pokemon to distract me. It's kind of really annoying. Oh, that's what I meant to tell you guys. Sorry, clapping, probably loud. Sorry. Um, the emulator crashed. The emulator crashed, and it didn't. It's all of the saved files on it are corrupted. So I'm not playing that anymore. I'm not. No more Pokemon. No more Pokemon in front of you guys, unless I can basically play my cartridge game, like get a Game Boy player for like the GameCube or something. Um, there's no more Pokemon. I'm not doing it again. I'm not. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing that again where it just crashes for no reason and corrupts the saved data files or whatever. It's not that it's corrupted the saved data files. It's that it's because they're okay. It's just that the player itself is like its save state. The latest save state is kind of like it's corrupted, and it's just that to get it to all work again, which I only managed to get once after repeated attempts to try to fix the problem. And when I say repeated, I mean like 15. And it was kind of like, I'm done. No, this is too much hassle to play Pokemon when I'm playing Pokemon basically in my Game Boy right now. You know, plus I'm not entirely a fan of the super speedy thing that it can do. Like I like it sometimes, but it's really annoying because I just find myself accidentally pushing the button, accidentally get jumping into fights, accidentally doing stuff. And although those things can be comedic, they can be incredibly frustrating. So I can't do it again. Like I said, unless I can find an actual reliable, streamable, uh, like emulator, I can't do it again. I mean, you understand, right? How irritating, how annoying this is. I can't sink a ton of hours into a game, um, where I basically it can just all go away just in an instant like that. It's just no. I, it was kind of like 100 hours or something crazy last time, wasn't it? It was like it was nuts, and then that just went one day. It was gone forever. So uncool. Mm, mm. So yeah, uh, it's a shame. It's a shame because I was kind of like I was getting back into it, like streaming with you guys and stuff. I mean, yeah, I don't mind trying to play other games on other emulators if I get the chance with you guys and stuff. Even some PC games on here, I would love to do that. It's just that I need to kind of like the game. I can't just play a game that I don't like. I kind of it would kind of suck. Sorry. You know, somebody kept saying that I should try to play Fall Guys and stuff, and it's like I don't like the game. I would get incredibly frustrated if I just immediately died from something stupid that I did that could have been immediately avoidable. When I was with Itchy in, I think it was in Virginia, when we were in Virginia, he basically had a Switch and it had Mario Party on it, I played a bit of that, but I got bored incredibly quickly because all of the mini games seemed to um, make me die because of one not even full button press. You know, like the like it was too sensitive or something, and it's just little silly things like that that can just like turn my fun into frustration immediately, and it's kind of just like yeah. For example, there's this thing where you have to jump over the spinning thing, right? Well, you have to jump over the just spinning thing in like a volcano or something. I can't remember what it was, but I had like the practice thing on, so I was practicing jumping while Itchy went to the bathroom, and when he come back, immediately, like during the actual play, like I thought I pushed the button, and it just didn't register, and I was immediately killed. It was like what the fun. But yeah, so like little things in games like that, I kind of like just immediately become frustrating for me, and I hate that. So yeah. But like I said, I have to enjoy the game. I actually have to enjoy the game, or I have to think it's really funny. You know, so like playing like Among Us, like classic Among Us, might be kind of cool to play with people. Playing I'm trying to think of any of the playthroughs that I've seen of other people. Um, mm, but I can't think of anything that I've really enjoyed that I've been like, oh, I want to play that, you know, with people. But I'm totally okay though, playing games. It's just that I need to find a good game that I actually like. I need to be presented with a good game that I actually like, because I'm not out there looking for these things, you know. Like I discovered Age of Empires because it was basically it was on the computer already. It was something that my brother and my dad played. So it was on the family computer already, and I just played it out of boredom, and I really enjoyed it. I played Star Trek Legacy because it was basically a bargain bin kind of thing, and I liked the look of the pictures on the back of it. You know, it looked like an interesting game to play, and then I did, and that was fun. It's just that Unreal Tournament, I basically all my friends were playing it, and I played it around their house, and so I don't really hunt for games. I just kind of like get presented with the opportunity for the games, and if I like them, I like them. I played Pokemon. I discovered Pokemon because my cousin um, was playing Pokemon Red during life saving, which was basically when I was a lot younger, like 11, 12, 10, 11, 12. He basically uh, bought his Game Boy, and I had a Game Boy, and he let me play his Pokemon Red um, in his already saved game. He'd already beaten the Elite Four and stuff, and he let me play, and he just kept saying to me, "Don't save," and stuff like that. So I got bored of that after 2 weeks, and I basically got myself Pokemon Blue with Blastoise on the front of it, and that's how I discovered Pokemon. So again, that wasn't really something that I discovered myself. It was more that it was presented to me, and I liked it. So that's how it works. That's how Overwatch was for me. I yeah, again, that's been presented to me. I just don't like it. You know. Anyway, I'm gonna go and deal with the dead spider on my kitchen floor. That's gonna be fun. I actually brushed my teeth because I didn't brush my teeth last night. I was dumb. I was really hungry and I ate something, something small, and then I went to bed. So I didn't have time to brush my teeth because it would have ruined the taste of the thing that I ate. So yeah, I had oaty cookies. They were super yummy. Ugh. Anyway, belly rubs. Ooh, and stretch. And belly sleep. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'll be doing, but we didn't do any brainstorming today. So yeah, I mean, I've got a basic idea of what I want to film, but I'm not entirely sure. It's a big if, because I want to be able to film this thing, but like I said, if I don't get to film it because it's too hot or it's raining, um, then I need a backup plan, you know. But yeah, well, thank you, Better Fox. It was great hearing from you. So yeah, I'm okay for doing like a movie or something as well, like some night. So Just remember that if you got the urge to watch something, poke me, and if I'm there and available, I will poke back. See. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Creepy. So I thought I saw something on the camera, on the playback, just here, moving, and it wasn't. It was just a knot in the wood. Stupid wood. Anyway. Toodles for now, guys. Or guy. Toodles for now.